Your life doesn't respond to what it is that you avoid. It responds to what it is that you commit to. Fear reacts while mission leads you in this existence. Stop arranging your life around what it is that you've been hurt by, and instead follow what it is that's calling you. The moment you stop organizing your life around fear and start organizing it around your mission, the hero's journey begins. Fear is a dimensional octave within us that asks to be held. It asks for safety, while our mission and our soul, child of light, asks for the truth. Your invitation during this time is to stop allowing your fear to guide you in this existence, and instead be guided for the reason that you are here on this earth. Because you have two biggest days. The one is when you were sealed onto this planet, and the second one is when you remember your why, and you're coming back into alignment with your why. So, we have the hero's journey. For me, I will go ahead and read the card for you as well. But as you can see, we're actually in danger right now in crit. Do you want to see the other end? Yeah. Let's go down. Just hold on to it. Let's go to the other end. I know. How's that happen? They also have it depicted at the other end, so there you go. So even here, you can see that sun disk, and you can see the red essence that it was. It's essentially a brown or a red dwarf star, and it represents the ancient civilization, the ancient alien civilization that extends and branches far beyond the system. But the thing is, while you're in the system, you're still interconnected with this etheric webbing. Okay, it's almost like a plasma membrane, and as you travel through these different dimensional fields, with corresponding levels of consciousness also come other beings and deities that occupy those realms. And I'm seeing you entering into different dimensional planes through altered states of awareness, almost like deeper brainwave states, maybe in your dream state, or I'm just seeing something highly conducive where you're able to sustain that 0 point in your interconnectedness to all things. And you're essentially receiving messages from plasma-like life forms, the plasma being that you are incarnated into physical form. And not only are you engaging with other beings in this dimensional plane, and engaging with them in their third dimensional experience, but you're also being engaged and interacted with at all times. I'm just hearing it around whether you're listening to it or not, especially around how you're being nourished in your experience on earth, because I'm seeing this image right now of the breastfeeding of the mother's milk here. Let me see if you can see that. And that intercommunication with plasma essentially changes and transforms the way that you relate to your journey on earth, especially in regards to how you relate to your mission, because your state of being is going to be dependent upon how grounded and anchored you are into that mission. When you understand and remember why you're here and what your why is, it completely transforms your relationship with this realm, again, because your mission becomes something that leads you. So let me show you as well. So that's the ancient star civilization. You can see. Do you have any questions about anything in particular, Zoe? No. We'll go down to the other end again. Yeah. Here, look, you can see it here properly. Look at the red sun disk. It's a brown or red dwarf star. So that's essentially the home planet, almost like a dimensional field. And it's linked with corresponding memories of those parallel lives that originate from those planetary star systems. because essentially different dimensions have different frequencies, and beings will actually be manifested through the natural laws of that physical environment, of that dimensional field, which will lead to them taking on archetypal manifestations of a very specific form. On Earth, we have like physical laws of gravity, for example, and that leads to carbon-based life forms or your avatar or physical vessel manifesting a very particular way because it's designed to thrive and move through this existence, okay, and navigate this terrain. But yeah, these are different archetypal manifestations that manifest naturally due to the physical laws of that dimensional field or that environment. So that's why sometimes you see like blue-skinned beings or even like red ones too. Let me take you. I know you guys have been to Dendra with me quite a few times, but and so this is the etheric webbing, it's the etheric body. You can see there's two-dimensional layers, the energy body on the outside, and then that's the physical. And the message I was getting is that all external networks, when it comes to you are everything and everything is you, are leading you back towards your own internal network, back towards your own etheric origins. Because the thing is, once the human incarnates into this plane, this dimensional field, you can fall into this human amnesia because it's very, very easy to fall asleep here. However, consciousness begins slowly waking up within this construct. It begins questioning the true nature of this existence and reality. And when that happens, you come back into alignment with your intentions before this incarnation, your cosmic intentions. So let me go ahead and show you, because I'm seeing the hero's journey activating for you at this stage of your life. Your first message is taking a stand. Okay, taking a stand. Let me see if that's going to focus for you guys. Taking a stand. Anyway, the message for this one is every life's path is a hero's journey where we must face fears and slay monsters. Every time we face a fear, and that's exactly what you're being called to do, and move past it, the fire of our truth burns brighter. Because of this, a warrior sees fear as an opportunity to reveal a deeper truth. And there's a deeper truth being revealed to you. Again, it's almost like you are this beautiful, strong archetype. You're taking a stand for yourself. You're showing up for not just yourself within this lifetime, but all parallel versions of yourself, for all those who've come before you and for those who will also come after. And then you have the hero's journey, right? That came at the base. So I'm seeing your hero's journey being activated for you. I'm going to go ahead and read this one for you too. So this says, knowing yourself is the hero's journey. Your intention is the ship. Truth is your sword, and awareness is your torch. Let's see. These are cosmic tubes. Did you notice that they used to have this in Seti's temple as well? And this is almost like the charge for it. It's so interesting. You don't see this anywhere else except for Dendra. Even there, they have another one upstairs in the other crypt upstairs. But you don't see this energy body or the double layering as you do with others. And what do you think of this, sorry? Because these are so small, and then this one is so large. This is a battery, you said, right? Yeah, for the light. Yeah. I saw this in Seti temple as well. This one. Prayer. Meditation. Who's these ones? These beings? Horus. This is Horus. Interesting. This is the Netta symbol. So this is essentially where they cast out this net into the invisible blueprint, and they send, I always see it as like sending their consciousness beyond the third dimension, beyond the anatomical body, into the quantum field, into these other dimensional planes, these entities that they're not separate from, and intercommunicating through this etheric webbing, and they're retrieving and then applying that to their third dimensional experience. So essentially this is intercommunication with octaves of themselves existing at high levels of understanding that can see the full landscape of time and space when it comes to your earthly journeys and where your choices could guide you and the different timelines in which you may experience, depending on how those decisions create branching universes that you'd actually go off and witness the becoming of those events that already exist and have already come to be in this ocean of possible outcomes for yourself. So the central sun is essentially the main gateway or connecting portal into other solar systems. And the sun actually designs how these beings manifest into that very particular system within that universe or that dimensional field. And you're a combination of all of these elements. So this isn't about refractalizing yourself, it's about reunifying these other entities, which are essentially all you, right? This is about source experiencing itself through countless life forms. It's essentially fractalized itself into infinite fractals of awareness that are all becoming conscious of themselves in the system. And I'm seeing it as this network or this grid, if you will. And essentially, as you activate and wake up consciousness in one parallel, it actually bleeds into resonant neighboring timelines. That's kind of what I'm seeing. So these are plasma life forms or other extensions or manifestations of yourself, essentially, that are crossing over into your third dimensional experience and engaging with you, allowing you to retrieve information and actually anchor that into this embodiment. And they're assisting you in your ascension to return back to your plasma-like state, which is almost your childlike state. Your cosmos oracle message is actually dark energy, and this is like basically like unlived potential. Essentially, dark energy talks about you making friends with the unknown, knowing that everything that you've ever wanted is on the other side of what you've allowed yourself to do. So this talks about the mystery, undiscovered potential that you're about to see when it comes to what your life on Earth could look like. I'm hearing accessing the knowledge that you have now, and many of you have to forgive yourself for what it is that you didn't know. Okay, many of you will have to forgive yourself for the things that you didn't know that only time was going to be able to teach you. So dark energy is the most prevalent in the universe, and it's of unknown origins. It's in the darkness that we find our most valued talents, passions, and motivations. The darkness is not about going down into the basement to look for pain. But dark energy is universally defined as unknown energy. What if you being a certain version of yourself and you're thinking that that's your full potential? It talks about there's a lot more to discover by turning on a flashlight. And this is so symbolic because right now we're in a tunnel, right? We're in a crypt. We're in like almost this basement. And the basement in the metaphysical realm essentially talks about the lower planes of consciousness or the unknown. So it's about you going deeper into yourself. And I'm hearing for some of you, this is only for a particular few, the deeper that you lead yourself in this existence, the deeper that you're going to be able to lead others, right? So there's much more to discover, essentially. That's your message with that. We're now in the Hathor crypt, as you guys can see behind us. You have Hathor's. I know that a lot of you guys connect so deeply with this room the last time you were here, so I wanted to pull the Hathor's energy and read it for you. So basically, the message from this is that you're experiencing a full system upgrade full of infinite light and solar power of the Hathors that is surrounding you now in your third dimensional experience. And she is a deity existing in corresponding planes of consciousness and occupying those realms are certain deities just like Hathor. And this is a plasma-like life form or being that comes and engages or interacts with you in your third dimensional experience. So you may be very, very drawn towards this specific deity. And it talks about the gifts that were once in darkness are being brought to light. Your full potential is being unleashed. A more sacred and aligned version of yourself is unfolding and being revealed to the world. Any tide or sluggishness energy is being restored because something ancient within you has awoken within this construct, and you're remembering why it is that you're here. So your message is that you are being welcomed home to your light, child of light. I'm hearing breathe in the cosmos. Breathe out chaos and breathe in cosmos. Observe what appears to be disorder and see it through the lens of the soul to reveal the hidden and secret order to the story that has been unfolding to get you to this moment, to get you to this moment in space and time. Your next message from the Starseed Oracle deck is Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, and Helpers in the Subtle Realm. Again, these are different beings occupying these different dimensional fields that are essentially engaging with you, again, existing in higher bandwidths of frequency light. Then you have Align Your Life. What is change for you? Change is not going to hurt, it's your resistance to it. That's what's going to hurt you. And then you also have Activated Earth, Power Places, Ley Lines, Trust where it is that you're being led. So I'm specifically seeing ley lines for you. And when we talk about ley lines, these are sacred places that will align with your internal geometry through your bioelectrical field, because you're a bioelectrical being and you're extremely conducive. You're remembering yourself as more non-physical than you are physical. More of you is multidimensional than you are physical, and you're interacting and engaging and exchanging information with these other realms, almost this etheric webbing or interconnected blueprint or matrix that you're coexisting with. So you're able to activate ancestral memory during this time as you activate your physical body. And these charges of area are essentially moving in a fast spiral form that allows you to access higher brainwave states, that actually opens up your vision. I'm seeing lower brainwave states that actually allows you to interact with higher dimensions coexisting around you, and it's opening up your vision to a field that has always been a part of your story. But you may be seeing your story differently now, especially the story of how these new guided choices that you're being led to make by the heart are going to lead to a different unfoldment when it comes to what your life on earth looks like. That's extremely different for you at this stage of your journey. Then we have the Ancestral Realm card, and essentially this talks about you being blessed by your ancestors and called forth by a very specific lineage that allows you to experience many lessons on earth that will lead to not just growth in the physical, but also etheric growth that's going to be happening for you. I just had to adjust the lens, so it's almost like the frameworks and how you view this existence have also gone through a huge transformation, right, from this myopic, limited range of suffering, right, and that lens, and seeing yourself as a victim and a passive observer of your reality, to stepping into actually becoming a sovereign creator. So this talks about, it initiates healing on all levels, but particularly of the family line. So you have definitely been chosen because you chose yourself to actually eliminate and alchemize many reinforced thought forms through generations. I'm also hearing eons, and your ancestors are beginning to ascend through your ascended frameworks of viewing this existence, feeling about this existence, and ultimately experiencing this existence. So this is beliefs that are in your family line that have been negative or limiting, and you know that your truth, which is that you're a highly abundant being, and anything that has been distorting you or your ancestors from seeing themselves clearly as creators in this realm are being alchemized right now. If you're feeling particularly challenged during this time, or that harsh energies have been overwhelming, your ancestors are with you now. They are here to hold a sacred and safe space so that you can rest. I'm just seeing you pull forward this one body of consciousness through your own ascension journey. Your ancestors are surrounding you now, and they're here to seek forgiveness for any harmful decisions that were made without full awareness of negative effects that they could be having on you now. If you found that you have been negatively impacted by a very specific family member or member of your lineage, I'm seeing also that be cleared up. You're shifting your resonance and how you view those experiences, because you're seeing the golden opportunity for soul growth in what may appear to be a leaden circumstance from the human lens. So yeah, this is about you're carving out a new path, you're forging a new path. You're definitely a trailblazer of some kind for your ancestral lineage.
Cleopatra?
To swim.
Oh, to swim.
Yes.
Can we go السباحة؟
السباحة, yes. Yes, yes.
يلا السباحة. Wow, yeah, they have.
Google.
Yeah, beautiful.
Come, Google. Cleopatra is there and swim after that.
And they
The
swim
water.
in there. Yeah,
The water.
was full of
And
water.
try is opening and excited.
Beautiful, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
So they enter to swim, almost like in Karnak. You know how they have that water, little, not lake, but like a pool. Small one, but you can see as well she's nursing Horus, baby Horus there, Isis, like breastfeeding him.
And here you can see the different layers of the energy body. So you can see the etheric layer and also the physical layer, not just of the higher dimensional being, but also of the human too. So you can see the etheric coming nice and close. The etheric layer. And then this is the physical form. And they dwell between the dimensions. It shows the multidimensionality of the being. You can even see the layers here of even the human. And here too. Shows many dimensions that they're constantly phasing in and out of. From the physical, the energetic, all the way up to the etheric. And you can see as well here in the small human. So there are clues that these beings are much larger than the humans. And the question is, are they trying to show us that we are multidimensional in nature? Because you can essentially see the physical manifestation, and then you also have the etheric, almost like this fog-like essence or the luminous light body that lives in higher dimensions or dwells in these universes or frequencies and also coexists in these parallels simultaneously along with us. So yeah, these are plasma bodies that are usually invisible to the naked eye. And that's shown as the light bodies of the gods. In order for it to be visible, we must first reflect or radiate the same light. So these plasma-like beings are essentially assisting us when it comes to our journey on Earth to return back to our plasma-like state, which is recognizing yourself as more non-physical than you are physical. So yeah, these are bio-life forms, essentially. They're electromagnetic bodies. That's what I believe they're trying to show. And they radiate these electromagnetic waves. The same thing with the aura, so we're showing the aura of the body, which are also plasma.